Hey guys, welcome to DotNetCrunch, and in today's video we'll be covering object initializers in C#. So let's get started. Let me give you the introduction first. So object initializers is nothing but as the name suggests, we just want to initialize certain objects, right? So if we go with the proper definition, it's an object initializer is simply a syntax or a way in which we can initialize an object without calling the constructors. So if it doesn't make sense, don't worry, we'll proceed with an help of an example, and I'll help you understand this concept. So far, whatever we have learned in C# or in any other programming language is that constructors are needed to instantiate or initialize an object, right? So over here we'll be dealing with such a concept in C#, wherein without explicitly calling the constructor, you can initialize an object. Behind the scene, it works on calling the constructor, but I'll show you how it is done, right? So let's move to the next slide. Here I have included one example of a student class, wherein we have an ID, first name, last name, and age of so these are the properties of the student class. Okay, so over here, if we want to achieve something like initializing various fields, we will end up creating multiple parameterized constructors. Like, so if I want to initialize only a ID, so I'll have an version of a constructor which states like student int ID. Again, if I want to initialize ID and first name, so I'll have this parameterized constructor. So I have to include multiple versions like overload of the same constructor, same parameterized constructor. So this is fine. Like here we have just 4 parameters, 4 properties, so that still looks workable. But in real world scenario, if you have a class, you might have thousands of properties and methods in that, right? So that won't look feasible, creating these many numbers of overload of a constructor, right? So to solve this, we have object initializers. So C# introduced object initializers, wherein we can initialize an object without creating a constructor overloads, right? Okay, so this is how we write an object initializer for a student class. So we are creating an instance of a student, and I'm just initializing 2 of the properties, first name and last name. So here you can see I haven't invoked constructor explicitly. Like if in the old way, if we have to do this, we will be doing we used to do it like where student equal to new student and then bracket, and in the bracket I have to pass the parameters, right? So over here we are not doing that, and this is the syntax for object initializer. So basically I have here in this example I have just shown 2 properties. We can include as many as we want to initialize. Okay, so behind the scenes, like the default or parameterized constructor is going to be called, and then any properties which we set here will be initialized. So in this way we can reserve constructors for scenarios where we really need to use them. Like unnecessary, we don't keep on creating overload of constructors. So this is just to make our life easier. This concept was introduced. So that's all, guys, on object initializer. We'll be meeting in another video soon. Till then, you can refer to our blog dotnetcrunch.in for such blog posts and information on C# and other web technologies. You can subscribe to our channel if you like the video. I'll be sharing with you The blogs, over here I have my blog DotNetCrunch.in, wherein you will find articles on .NET, C#, SQL, RPA blogging. So, and I'm working on this, but like more than 30 blogs are posted. You can visit and go through them. Also, you can find tutorials. I'm working on preparing a tutorials for various web technologies, other technologies. I have included TypeScript demo, so you can have a look around this, and there is a step-by-step tutorial for TypeScript and demo. Okay, so that's all guys for this video.